welcome to my kitchen. What's on the menu today? Moulou'khiya. You ask, what is Moulou'khiya? This is it. It's a special green that grows and native to the Arab world, and we love to cook it with poached chicken. It could be cooked with meat, but I'm using chicken today. And this is a stew that is warming and comforting, especially when it's really cold outside like it is today. I'm going to enhance it with garlic and cilantro at the very end, and I'm going to show you exactly how I make it. Okay, so every good stew starts with a beautiful stock. So I'm going to start first by making the chicken stock. So turn up the heat first. I'm going to be using a little bit of clarified butter. This is what I'm going to be browning my chicken in. I will take my chicken, and I've got here a broken down one chicken, all the pieces, and I'm going to place them in the pan. Skin side down. Now this is with skin and with bone, because that's what's going to give your stock flavor. Chicken is browned. Now I'm just going to add some water, okay? And I'm just going to put enough water to just immerse the chicken. Onion. These are all things that are going to make the stock flavorful. Cinnamon sticks, 2. Bay leaves. Cardamom pods, whole. And half a teaspoon of allspice. Okay? I'll leave the salt and the pepper till later, okay, after it's boiled. And then I also throw in a little bit of parsley, and again, this is all to give the stock flavor. Now I'm going to let this come to a boil. When it boils, a little bit of scum is going to form on the surface. I'll remove that, and then I'm going to turn down the heat, cover, and allow it to simmer gently till the chicken is fully cooked. After I've strained the chicken, I add the beef stock, then I add the onions and chopped tomatoes that have been peeled, salt, and pepper. And as soon as the onions are tender, it takes about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, I slide in my Mulukhiyah leaves, allow it to come to a boil, and then turn it down to simmer, just to wilt and cook. It doesn't take very long. The finale now is to actually add the beautiful, fragrant finish to the Moulou'khiya stew. And the finish starts with butter. How bad can that be? So here I have my clarified butter in this pan. And then here I have a copious amount of sliced garlic. So garlic that's thin. Now it looks a little intimidating, but it's really, really important to cut through all that earthiness of the Moulou'khiya. And you have to have garlic. You can't put in 1 clove or 2. This is about 15 cloves, okay? So they go inside, okay? And you start moving around the garlic because you don't want it to burn. It cooks very fast, and what we're after is to actually smell. As soon as you start to smell that beautiful fragrance of butter and garlic, you know you're on the right track. I'm going to add in 1 chili pepper, and this is optional. I like it just a little spicy. I'm just going to add it in, and I've chopped it, okay? And then the other flavor that you add to this is cilantro. So this has been washed and cut, just coarsely chopped. And now this fragrant mixture of garlic, cilantro, and butter goes on top of the Moulou'khiya stew all at once. Stir it in and just allow it on simmer to meld and introduce itself to the rest of the flavors of the stew, and just leave it for about 5 minutes. Okay, so the Moulou'khiya stew is ready. Now I just want to shred the chicken. So of course this is fully cooked, and remember we cooked it on the bone and with the skin. So I just remove the skin and I just basically pull it off the bone, as easy as that, okay? And wait till it's cool enough. This is still a little hot, but my hands are like asbestos. I'm so used to this. So basically you just break it up into small pieces, or bite-sized pieces, whatever you like. Okay, so here I have everything ready. I've actually made some rice with vermicelli, which is what it's traditionally served with. I will post a video on how to make this rice from scratch coming soon. Stay tuned. Today, I'm going to actually serve it with one of my favorite grains, and it's Maftoul. It's that Palestinian grain that's rolled. And I'll also show you how to make this from scratch on a future video as well. It's really yummy with Mulukhiyah. I have my Mulukhiyah. And then, of course, all the lovely condiments that go with this dish. That's what makes it so special. I've got radishes, I've got pickled turnips, I have some beautiful Palestinian olives, came directly from Palestine. Here, I've got a citrus salad that I've made with lemons and oranges and limes. And I've pickled some onions here, and just to put on the top, and this is really just a nice acidic kick that goes so beautifully with Mulukhiyah, because remember, it's very savory and very earthy, and it needs something powerful, and it also needs a lemon. So I'm just going to cut a cheek of lemon. Okay, so I'm going to start by putting myself some of this Maftoul. Okay, and it's I've cooked it in chicken stock. I think that's enough. And then I'm going to take some of this shredded chicken. Now you could, of course, put it inside and mix it with the Mulukhiyah all at once, but I like to serve it this way. That way my chicken remains white. Okay, and then I take a nice scoop of my Mulukhiyah on top. Okay. That's it. And I'm going to take some of this pickled onion and citrus salad here on top. Okay. And then squeeze myself a little bit of lemon, because Mulukhiyah and lemon were made for one another. It just cuts, the acidity cuts through all that earthiness. Okay. Well, now the moment of truth. I'm going to taste all in one bite. So you get that beautiful savory leaves of Mulukhiyah, and you can definitely taste the cilantro and the garlic in the back. And of course, the onions has a nice little crunch, and it's been pickled in vinegar. And the sweet and sour of the lime and the oranges and the lemon just hits the right note with the Mulukhiyah. And of course, with Maftoul, I mean, it's one of the ways that I love to eat it. Who says you have to eat it just with rice? It's delicious with rice as well, but give it a try with Maftoul. Or, you know, how we used to eat it as well the following day, especially even when it's cold, just some nice Arabic bread, and forego the rice and any grain, and just use it as a thick dip with bread. Squeeze some lemon and enjoy. So on this very, very cold day today, I know exactly what's going to make me happy is finishing this dish. So until next time, I hope you give it a try and let me know what you think, and we'll see you later. Bye.